Hi, Kelly and Michael. When I heard about your contest, I knew I had to nominate my friend and colleague, Valeria Smith. Valeria is one of the most extraordinary, unstoppable moms and women I know. Valeria was 23 when she started working at the same not-for-profit child agency I work at. She began as an in-home counselor, helping families function better and keeping children from entering state's custody. At that time, she had recently graduated from the University of Tennessee and was also the mother to a beautiful 18-month-old son named Chavis Jr. She and her husband were college sweethearts and started their family earlier than expected, but loved their son and finished their degrees while becoming new parents and planning their wedding. Valeria has a spirit that immediately attracts you to her, and she looks at her obstacles as challenges to be overcome. Most impressive is how she does it with joy and an insight into the bigger picture most people never achieve. Valeria became a clinical supervisor on her program, and in 2009, she started working towards her Master of Psychology degree. She already enthusiastically managed to balance school, work, and motherhood when she announced that she was pregnant with her second child. She was so excited, and it was contagious. When she found out she was expecting a little girl in November of 2009, I got to see what pure joy looked like. This little angel was to be named Cadence, and we joked about how no boy would ever have a chance with her football player father and her big brother behind her. In July, Valeria suddenly was stricken with very high blood pressure, eclampsia, and a syndrome called HELLP. The situation became critical, and she had to be induced the next day. She gave birth to their little angel at 21 weeks. Cadence was a fighter and lived for 45 minutes and passed in her parents' arms. When Valeria came back to work, we cried together, and she told me about her beautiful little girl, who she got to meet for a short time, but would have forever to love. I was amazed by her strength and faith, her sense of peace during such a difficult time. She and her husband got the imprints of Cadence's footprints tattooed so that they would always be walking with her. In October of 2009, as Valeria continued to work for other families, go to school, and be a wonderful mother to CJ, she found out that the two children of her deceased cousin were at risk of coming into state's custody. With the blessing of her husband, she stood up in court and asked to take custody of 5-year-old Anthony and 2-year-old Alexis. She took custody of those children with love and enthusiasm a week before her baby girl was originally due. The most amazing thing about this was Valeria told me, "I believe my cousin Adrian is taking care of Cadence in heaven so I could take care of her babies on earth." Her heart is so full of love for her family, and her faith is so strong that she took the loss of her child and saw the gift Cadence gave to her cousins in their time of need. Valeria and her husband threw themselves into the task of raising these 3 children with joy and a lot of laughter. When you would ask her how it's going, she would usually smile and say, "It's crazy and I love it." In September of 2010, Valeria announced that they were expecting another baby in March of 2011. All of us who love her were thrilled and scared at the same time. She was very careful but overjoyed to be pregnant and was blessed by another little boy named Chase. During this whole time, she was working towards her Master of Psychology degree and completed her program 2 weeks before giving birth. She is determined to be a role model to these children, and in turn has become a role model to so many. Valeria is only 28 years old. She is mother to 5 beautiful children, 1 in heaven. She has a strong marriage that has been tested. Where so many young women may have made different decisions, Valeria was determined to build a family, an education, and a career. She has had a lot to overcome for sure, but she faces it with laughter, faith, and love. In her job, she helps other families become stronger. As a mother, she is nurturing and encouraging. As a woman, she continues to further her education to show her children there is nothing you cannot achieve with hard work and perseverance. At 43, this beautiful 20-year-old friend is a role model to me. Please recognize Valeria Smith as your unstoppable mom.